So 3 space.
No.
And now for our feature presentation.
Alright everybody, welcome to my 9th game of Jeopardy for the Super Nintendo, in which so far I've won myself $269,000 on the nose. Let's see if I can win more, possibly break $300,000. Alright, one daily double on the board in one of these 6 categories. We're going to be dealing with vice presidents, biology, patriotic songs, sweets, potpourri, and finally starts with VI. As I try to add on to my $269,000, I'll take vice presidents for 100.
The answer is
State that charged SPIRO AGNEW with committing bribery while governor. Oh. I forgot. Maryland, okay. Vice presidents for 200.
The answer is
Before Bush, the last VEEP to assume the presidency. Who is... Jimmy Carter? No. My other hunch is probably right. Gerald Ford, yeah, my other guess. Let's take vice presidents for 300.
the answer is
Number of vice presidents FDR had. What's 3? Now I've got some cash. Vice presidents for 400.
the answer is
He ran for vice president on Richard Nixon's 1960 ticket. Rob. He doesn't know. Soup. Henry Cabot Lodge, yep. So Sue answers that one correctly, and she takes the next clue, or she gets to pick the next clue. Sweets for 100.
the answer is
The joy of cooking recipe for these makes about 8 5-inch long fat men or 16 thinner ones. What are gingerbread men? Sweets for 200.
the answer is
These desserts can be Indian, cottage, cabinet, or rice. What are puddings? That'll time me with Sue for the lead. Sweets for 300.
the answer is
Pastry chefs know that sugar is mixed with these to make meringue. What are egg whites? Sweets for 400.
the answer is
Pralines are most commonly made with this nut. What is the pecan? I'll take sweets for 500.
the answer is
The part of Great Britain best known for its shortbread. What is Scotland? Well done in the category. Vice President's 500.
The answer is.
If the Electoral College fails to agree, this body elects the Vice President. What is the House of Representatives? Alright, 2100. Let's go up to biology for 100. The branch of biology that deals with the animal kingdom. What is zoology? Biology 200.
The answer is.
Wurlitzer's pride are what tissues groups together form. What is a muscle? Or what is an organ, excuse me? Biology 300. And I got the daily double. How about it all? The FDA says Americans often ingest 25 to 35 times more than they need of this ingredient of salt. What is sodium? Putting me at 4,800. Biology 400.
The answer is.
In the 1600s, amateur Dutch scientist Antoine van Leeuwenhoek discovered bacteria by using one of these. What is a microscope? Biology 500.
The answer is.
Russian physiologist who's worked with dogs contributed to psychology. Who is Ivan Pavlov? Patriotic Songs 100.
The answer is.
An actor named Thomas A. Beckett said he wrote this patriotic gem, but others claimed it too. What is Columbia Gem of the Ocean? Patriotic Songs 200.
The answer is.
It was originally a poem titled The Defense of Fort McHenry. What is the Star-Spangled Banner? Patriotic Songs 300.
The answer is.
The second line of this beloved patriotic song is Land That I Love. What is God Bless America? Patriotic Songs 400.
The answer is.
Song that says you're the emblem of the land I love. What is your grand old flag?
I'm back.
Hey Mikey, welcome back. Patriotic Songs 500.
The answer is.
The song parody "Be Kind to Your Web-Footed Friends" is sung to the tune of this patriotic march. What is the Stars and Stripes Forever? We're doing my 9th game of Jeopardy for the Super Nintendo, Mikey. Alright. Potpourri 100.
The answer is.
According to John Keats, beauty is this and this is beauty. What is truth? Potpourri 200.
The answer is.
It's declared when you're judged insolvent. What is bankruptcy? Potpourri 300.
The answer is.
In 1944, this Caribbean ruler appeared as an extra in Esther Williams' film Bathing Beauty. Who was Fidel Castro? Potpourri 400.
The answer is.
This round-eyed comic starred in Banjo Eyes, which happened to be his nickname. Who is Eddie Cantor? Potpourri 500.
The answer is.
The odds are 35 to 1 of throwing a 2 or this other number in a single toss of the dice. Ah, Rob locked me out. And it's 12. He got it. But he's out of the hole and has his first bit of cash. Starts with VI for 100.
The answer is.
Cranberries grow on these. What are vines? 200.
The answer is.
A treacherous person or a venomous snake. Ah, Rob locked me out. A viper, yeah, he got it. 300.
The answer is.
From a French word for face, it's the front piece of a knight's helmet. What is a visor? 400.
The answer is.
A, C, D, E, or K? What are vitamins? Or what is a vitamin? Now the last clue.
The answer is.
Government official whose name title means in place of the king. Ah, Rob locked me out, but that's okay. It's a viceroy, uh-huh. So at the end of the Jeopardy round, Rob has 800, Sue has 400, and I'm in the lead with $9,000. Well, on my way to a 10th game. Here we go. 2 daily doubles and dollar values are doubled. Here are these 6 categories we're going to deal with. TV, transportation, historic quotes, world capitals, odd jobs, and finally, inventors. Okay? So here we go. Let's begin. Historic quotes for 200.
The answer is.
The decision was mine alone, said Truman of the use of this monumental item in 1945. What is the atomic bomb? Historic quotes 200. Or for 400, I mean, excuse me, historic quotes 400.
The answer is.
Jefferson said the tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with this of patriots. What is the blood? Patriotic quote 600. Or historic quote 600, excuse me. In 1938, this prime minister said the Munich Pact brought peace of our time. Sue locked me out. Neville Chamberlain, I knew that one. Oh well. Okay. Transportation 200.
The answer is.
Term for the detachable engine that's mounted on the stern of a boat. Rob says, what is an outboard motor? And that is right. So he's up to $1,000, tied with Sue for second place. And we go on. Odd jobs 200.
The answer is.
4-letter word for a spiritual guide. Maharishi Mahesh Yogi is one. What is a guru? Odd jobs 400.
The answer is.
For 10% of the bail, he'll spring you from jail. What is a bail bondsman? Odd job 600. Now in the 5 figures, 10,200.
The answer is.
He raises penmanship to a fine art. What is a calligrapher? Odd job 600. Odd job 800. Horse racing figures the British call turf accountants. What are bookies? Odd job's 1,000.
The answer is.
What a Fletcher makes. Rob locked me out. Arrows, yep, I knew that. Historic quotes 800. And he got one of the first of the 2 daily doubles. He will make it a true daily double. Here's the clue. Marx and Engels wrote in the Communist Manifesto, proletarians have nothing to lose but these, and it's their chains. He got it right. Historic quotes for 1,000.
The answer is.
In an Irish election campaign of 1790, John Curran Philpott said, "This is the price of liberty." What is eternal vigilance? Eternal vigilance. Transportation 400.
The answer is.
The longest of the 4 canals in the New York State barge canal system. So you locked me out. The Erie Canal, I knew that. TV 200.
The answer is.
On Dynasty, the Carrington Mansion was in this city. What is Denver? TV 400.
The answer is.
This actor thought 3 was company, but found out it was a crowd. Sue locked me out, rather, excuse me. John Ritter. Yeah, I knew that. Oh well. She goes up to 1,800, but still trails me by a large margin. Transportation 600.
The answer is.
The Kelly Act of 1925 allowed the post office to contract companies to transport mail using these. Rob. Airplanes, yep. TV 600.
The answer is.
A Muppet Monster or Dr. Gates on Trapper John. Who is Gonzo? TV 800.
The answer is.
Initials shared by friends of Hawkeye and the Bear. Sue. BJ. Yep. TV 1,000.
The answer is.
He hosted Ripley's Believe It or Not with his daughter Holly. Sue. Jack Palance. Sue's up to 3,600. Transportation 800.
The answer is.
Standard color of a radio flyer. What is red? Oh, no! I put another E instead of a D. Foop. Foop. Rob. Red, yeah. Alright. World capital is 200.
The answer is.
Costa Rican capital people might know the way to. What is San Jose? World capital is 400.
The answer is
It's divided into Kanda, Marunouchi, Osaka, and Ginza districts. What is Tokyo? World capital 600.
the answer is
Home to NATO and little green sprouts. What is Brussels? World capital is 800.
the answer is
This street's capital signs are in English, Arabic, and Hebrew. What is Jerusalem? World capital is 1,000.
the answer is
If the other twin had founded it, it might have been called Rheims. What is Rome? That put me over $15,000. Transportation, 1,000.
the answer is
The national championships in this sport were held in August 1988 at a pad in Huntsville, Alabama. Sue. Model rocketry. So we know the other daily double is in the category of inventors. Is it in the $200 clue? Let's find out right now.
the answer
It is not. The Book of Invention says the Rolex Oyster was the first watch that was completely this. Sue locked me out. What is waterproof? Foop. 400.
The answer is
Okay. In 1948, Peter Goldmark devised this, usually abbreviated LP. What is the long playing record? $600. All right. Let's do it. Its claimed element number 102 was first isolated at the Swedish institute named for this inventor, who was Alfred Nobel. $32,000. 800.
the answer is
As a teenager, he invented an automatic surgical stapler and later perfected an artificial heart. Sue. And she doesn't know. Or in her case, awful. Rob. Dr. Robert Yarvik, that's right. Now the last clue.
the answer is
In the 18th century, this city in England produced the first steel razors. What is Staffordshire? No, so I dropped down to $31,000, but that's okay. Sue. Sheffield, okay. So at the end of Double Jeopardy, Sue has $5,000, Rob $6,200, and I have $31,000. Final Jeopardy category is the Civil War. I'm going to wager nothing. The two Union states that were invaded by General Lee's Confederate Army. What are Maryland and Pennsylvania? Whether I'm right, whether I'm wrong, I stay at $31,000. Which now puts my run at $300,000 on the nose. Let's go to Alex Trebek.
The final Jeopardy answer is...
Is it Maryland and Pennsylvania? I picked the right states! Did Sue come up with Maryland and Pennsylvania? She did. She goes to 8,000. Did Rob come up with Maryland and Pennsylvania? He did not. He loses it all. I also said Maryland and Pennsylvania. I stay at $31,000 for a 9-game winnings total of $300,000. See you all for my next video.